Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Highland Community Ballpark in Highland, Kansas for this non-JR conference matchup between your Highland Scotties and the Cloud County Thunderbirds. Your defensive alignment for Highland here in the top of the first. In the outfield in right is number 16, Keyshawn Brown. Your center fielder is number 10, Tanner Duncan. In left field will be number 22, Jake Hansen. Around the infield at third base will be number 7, Brady Miller. Your shortstop is number 3, Adam Miner. Your second baseman is number 15, Mitch Austin. At first base is number 12, Mason Nagel. Behind the plate for the Scotties this afternoon will be number 14, Josh Grubal. And on the hill for Highland here this afternoon in game number 1 will be number 21, Jace Burdett. Burdett, a 5'11", 210-pound left-handed sophomore out of Shawnee, Kansas. Jake had a ERA a year ago of 9.14. He had a record of 5 wins and 2 losses in 19 appearances. He started 4 ball games, pitched 43 and 1/3 innings of work, 58 runs on 55 hits. 44 of those runs were earned. He had 38 walks, 25 strikeouts. He gave up 2 homers through 10 wild pitches and hit 12 batters last year. This is his first appearance for the Scotties here in 2017. Leading off for Cloud County will be number 1, Casey Garner. Garner's a 5'10", 170-pound redshirt freshman out of Eureka, Kansas. Batting .400 on the year. He's been to the plate 5 times. No runs on 2 hits. 1 RBI. And he has 1 strikeout. And the first pitch from Jace Burdett is in there for a strike. Cloud County comes in with a 1-2 record after a 3-game series against Fort Scott in Fort Scott. They're under first-year head coach Eric Gilliand. Second pitch by Burdett is down low for ball 1. This is the 32nd meeting between these two programs dating back to 1979. Cloud County leads the series 23-8. They split a year ago, Highland winning 4-3 and losing to Cloud 9-8. Both games played here in Highland during a triangular with North Iowa. Both teams have split 5-5. Ground ball back out to Burdett. He'll take the throw to first base. And the first out is made. 1-3 on your put out. And that'll bring up number 7, Matt Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk, a 5'11", 190-pound freshman out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. He's batting .321 this year. He's appeared in 3 ball games, started 3. He leads the team in at bat RBIs. He's got 4 total bases on the year. 2 walks and a strikeout so far this season. Pitches in there for a strike, even to count out at 1-1. Again, last year and through the last 10 ball games, the teams have split 5-5. Highland coming up with 5 wins against the T-Birds in quite a while. Cloud County lost at Fort Scott 12-2 and 5-2. They won the middle ball game of that 3-game series 19-9. They finished 2016 with a 4-28 record in the Jayhawk West. They were 9-44 overall. Scotties defeated Ottawa JV 14-5 in their last outing. His ball fouled left-hand side. Count now goes to 3-2. Again, the Scotties defeated Ottawa J for just the first time in Highland history last Tuesday. By a count of 14-5. 3-2 pitch coming from Burdett. Fastball, ground ball down the first base side. Picked up by the first baseman, steps on the bag, and an easy ground out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting for the T-Birds, the third baseman, number 20.
Mason Nagel at first base this afternoon for the Scotties. Now batting number 3 spot for Cloud County, number 20, Torin Langley. Langley is a 6'2", 180-pound freshman out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Batting .273. This is his 4th appearance on the season. He started the last 3 ball games in Fort Scott. 11 at-bats, 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 double, no RBIs. He's got 4 total bases on the year. 3 strikeouts. And 2 reached base on, but he being hit by pitch twice. So 2 down, nobody on, top of the first, and the first of 2 ball games this afternoon. Both games will be 7 innings in this non-conference doubleheader. Hard hit ball, fly ball, left-hand side. That's got some wind behind it, and it'll be out of here. Wind aided a solo home run, a 2-out homer for Cloud County. And the T-Birds jump out in front, 1-0. That is the first home run by Torrin Langley this year.
The second baseman, number 4, Jacob Grady.
That is just the third homer given up by Jace Burdett as the Highland Scotty. Now batting will be the cleanup batter, number 4, Jacob Grady, a 5'10", 190-pound sophomore out of Omaha. Batting $154 on the year. Fouls the first pitch back and out of play. He started all 3 games for Cloud County this year. 13 at-bats, 2 runs on 2 hits. A double, 2 RBIs. He leads the team in strikeouts with 4. He sends that pitch into the Cloud County dugout down the first base side. Beautiful afternoon here in northeast Kansas. Temperature 64 degrees. The wind out of the west-southwest blowing out the left at 15 miles an hour. Count now goes to 1-2 on Jacob Grady. Burdett peers in and gets the sign he wants from Josh Gribwall behind the plate. Count now goes to even at 2-2. Gribwall, sophomore out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, behind the plate this afternoon. Ground ball chopper up the middle. That'll be taken by the shortstop, but he cannot make the play in time. Grubauer is on with an infield single. And that'll bring up number 36, Ryland Krolikowski. Krolikowski is a 6'2", 250-pound freshman out of Grand Island, Nebraska, batting .222. This is his 3rd start of the year. He's played in all 3 ball games up to today. 9 at-bats, 2 runs on 2 hits, a double, a homer, and 4 runs batted in. He's got a runner on first with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Jace Burdett on the hill for the Scotties. Fastball, ground ball to the right-hand side. That'll get through as Highland was playing the shift. So Krolikowski goes to the opposite field. 3rd straight hit given up by Jace Burdett. That'll bring up number 9, Colton Meyer. Meyer's a 6'2", 225-pound sophomore out of Bennett, Nebraska, batting .300 on the season. Leads the team in homers coming today with 1. He's also leads the team in RBIs with 4. 10 at-bats, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 double. Again, 1 homer. Got a slugging percentage of .700 on the season. 3 walks, which also lead the team, so he's got a good eye at the plate. So Cloud County with something going here with 2 down and nobody, or 2 down, 2 on and 2 down here in the top of the first. Scotties gave up 3 runs against Ottawa JV in the top of the first and came back to take that 14-5 victory. Burdett checks the runner at second, now comes to the plate. Fastball outside corner, just misses, says the home plate umpire. And the count goes to 2-1. And I'm glad to have everybody watching this afternoon. Tim Gullifol watching us from Fort Scott, Kansas. Glad to have you watching us, Tim. That pitch drifted outside. The count now goes 2-2, or correctly caught the inside corner, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, bottom of the, or top of the first for the Cloud County Thunderbirds. And the 2-2 pitch to Meyer. Breaking ball. This is just inside. Count goes full. Runners will be off with the pitch. as Burdett wanted that pitch there to be a little closer to the plate. Burdett with a long look at the home plate. Here comes the payoff pitch. And there goes the runners. Fastball. Foul down to the first base side. Lady Scotty softball in action today down in Tonka, Oklahoma. They started at 1 o'clock also. We'll check some live stats from the Highland dugout in Tonkawa in just a little bit to see how they're doing. Also, if you'd like to click on the link for the live stats, we've got that new stat package working. Tyler Nordman upstairs bringing you the live stats this afternoon. Fastball upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Jace Burdett, after 2 quick outs, has given up a homer, 2 singles, and a walk to load the bases with 2 down. And coming to the plate, the number 7th batter in the Cloud lineup, number 15, Gabriel Jacobo. Jacobo is a 6'1", 200-pound sophomore out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. He's batting .500 on the season. He's played in all 3 ball games. Started 2 for head coach Eric Gilliam. He's been to the plate 6 times, been to the plate 6 times. He's got 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 RBI, 3 total bases on the season. Ground ball to the shortstop. That goes off of his heel. Highland cannot make a play on it. 1 run will score and the bases will stay loaded. That'll go down as an E6. An error on Highland shortstop. Adam Miller picks up his first error as a Scotty. That'll bring up the 8th batter in the Cloud lineup, number 32, Jose Shashin. Shashin's a 5'10", 185-pound sophomore out of Mariquez Valenzuela. He's played in 1 ball game this year with 4 at-bats, 1 run on no hits, 2 strikeouts. He's been hit once. He is the catcher for Cloud County today. So bases loaded, 0-1 count on the batter. Cloud County with 2 runs here across in the top of the 1st inning. Foul ball back on a fastball. Wind blowing out the left again here today out of the south-southwest at 14 miles an hour. Going to be a beautiful afternoon. Temperature headed for the upper 60, low 70s, as they say. Little milky overcast. Foul ball back to the screen. Strikeouts on the year. He's yet to walk on the season. Burdett on the hill. Takes a long look at home plate. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball stayed outside. Could not get Shashin to chase it. Cloud has sent 8 players to the plate here in the top of the 1st. Again, a ground out to first, or 2 ground outs to first to lead the inning off, and then things have gone downhill since then for the Scotty. Ground ball foul. Jace gave up a solo shot over the left field wall and 2 singles and a walk, and then an error by the shortstop has led to a 2-0 lead for Cloud County. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball, ground ball to the right-hand side. Mitch Austin has it at second, throws to first base, and Highland gets out of the inning. Cloud County leaves the bases loaded, but they get 2 on the board. We go to the bottom half of the inning. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Your defensive alignment for the T-Birds here in the bottom of the 1st. In the outfield in left will be Matt Bodarchuk. In center field will be Casey Garner. Your right fielder is Trey Daniel. Around the infield at third base, number 20, Torin Langley. Your shortstop is Gabriel Jacobo. At second base is Jacob Grady. At first base is Colton Meyer. Behind the plate, Jose Shashin. And on the hill for the T-Birds, number 8 is John Steiger. Steiger is a 5'10", 150-pound lefty. sophomore out of Leon, Kansas. He's got an ERA of 4.50. This is his second appearance this year, his first game start. He's got a save on the year. He's pitched in 4 innings so far early in the season. He's allowed 5 runs. 2 of those runs were earned on 3 hits. He's given up 2 walks. He leads the team in strikeouts with 6. 1 wild pitch, yet he's hit 2 batters on the year. For the Scotties, it'll be Keyshawn Brown, Mitch Austin, and Wyatt Nowak for Highland here in the bottom of the first inning. And again, if you watch us, let me know who you're watching over on the right-hand side of the screen. We've got Christine Burdette watching us, Tim Guilfoyle watching from Fort Scott. Let me know who you are and where you are. We're more happy to give you a shout out this afternoon over this Scotty Sports Network.
Leading off for the Scotties, number 16, Keyshawn Brown.
So leading us off, the Highland right fielder, number 16, Keyshawn Brown. Brown, a 5'9", 160-pound freshman out of Ozaki, Kansas. Keyshawn batting .500 on the year. 2 at-bats, 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 RBI on the early season. Keyshawn had 4 walks the other day against Ottawa JV. He had 1 strikeout. He was also 1 for 1 in the stolen bases once he got on base pass. That pitch taken for a strike at the letters. The count now goes to 1-1. Scotty's 1-0 on the year after the 14-5 victory over Ottawa JV. Cloud County comes in again at 1-2 on the year after dropping 2 to Fort Scott, 12-2 and 5-2. They won the middle game of that 3-game series, 19-9 over the Greyhounds. Count now goes 2-2 on Keyshawn Brown. Popped up, shallow center. Second baseman goes out. He'll make the catch, and there's 1 down. That'll bring up number 15, Mitch Austin. Mitch, 6'1", 185-pound sophomore out of Sydney, Australia. Mitch batting .500 on the year. He had 4 at-bats against Ottawa's JV. No runs on 2 hits. 1 RBI on the year. 2 walks and no strikeouts for Mitch. Want to give a shout out to Mitch's mom and dad. I know that are watching us down in Australia. We've got 46 of you watching at this time. We're glad to have you all tuned in. Shout out to everybody out at Concordia, Kansas, watching us this afternoon from there. Count now goes to 1-2 on the Highland second baseman, Mitch Austin. Breaking ball taken out to left center. Left fielder will curl under it and make the one-handed catch, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up the DH this afternoon, Wyatt Nowak. Wyatt, a 6'1", 235-pound sophomore out of Kearney, Missouri, batting .250 on the year. 4 at-bats, no runs on 1 hit, 1 double, 1 RBI. He's yet to walk or yet to strike out. He's been hit once, though, in the game against Ottawa. And the first pitch is a breaking ball upstairs from John Steiger. Again, Steiger, a sophomore out of Leon, Kansas, had an ERA of 4.50 after the 3-game series. Foul ball out of play, right-hand side. Foul ball right-hand side. That'll be well out of play. So Nowak down in the hole quickly, 1-2. Mason Nagel in the on-deck circle. The Scotty first baseman should Wyatt get on base. Line drive at foul. That'll send that over to the first base side down into the bullpen. Both bullpens are empty. We just got started here. We're in the bottom of the first. It's 2-game series, 2 sevens planned on today. Pitch misses inside. Both these teams will travel out to Concordia on Saturday for a 2-game series. This morning I posted on Facebook a map from Highland to Concordia's ballpark. If you plan on going out to Concordia this weekend, pitch upstairs 3 and 2. Just go into the top left-hand side of that map and type in your home address, and it'll show you the directions from your house to the front door of the ballpark out in Cloud County. 3-2 pitch to Burdette, and we got time called at the plate. Fastball outside, ball 4. So both pitchers get 2 outs to start with and then allow a base runner. And that'll bring up the cleanup batter on the Highland lineup this afternoon, number 12. Mason Nagel, a 5'10", 215-pound redshirt freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri. Mason with a 0-0 batting average. He's at 2 at-bats, 1 run scored on no hits, no RBIs. He walked 3 times and struck out once against Ottawa. Fastball misses outside. Nowak at first base has not attempted a stolen base this year. Fastball misses outside, says the home plate umpire. Now the advantage goes to Nagel. 2 balls, no strikes, your count. 2 out, runner on first for the Scotties. Bottom of the first. They trail Cloud County 2-0. Fastball outside. Nagel was a little bit short on that one. Fastball, he's swinging down on the outside corner. Good speed by John Steiger. Yeah, Steiger's not messing around. 2 balls, 2 strikes now after being down in the count 0-2. Fastball again, foul ball left-hand side. Nagel still behind on the pitch, but got a piece of that one. And if you're Nagel, here's the pitch you want. You don't base for the out, and they do, and down go the Scotties. Highland leaves 1 on the base path. They do not score. We go top of 2. It's Cloud County 2, Highland 0. You're watching the Sky Sports Network.
2-0.
Jace Burdette threw 35 pitches in the top half of the first inning. He gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Had 1 error behind him. He's walked 1, struck out none so far, and gave up a solo homer through 1 inning of work.
Leading off for the T-Birds, number 25, the right fielder, Trey McDaniel.
Leading off the top of the second, the number 9 batter in the Cloud County lineup, the right fielder, number 25, Trey McDaniel. McDaniel is a 6'1", 205-pound freshman out of Junction City, Kansas. Batting 1,000 on the year, 1 run on 1 hit and 1 at bat. And that hit was a double. It drove in 2. And a fastball down the heart of the plate is taken for a strike. Jace Burdett on the hill, a 5'11", 210-pound left-handed sophomore out of Shawnee, Kansas. An ERA a year ago of 9.14. Ground ball goes foul down the third base side. Jace finished his freshman year with a 5-2 record, 19 appearances. Started 4 ball games, did not complete a game. Pitched in 43 and 1/3 innings of work. He gave up 44 earned runs on 55 hits. He walked 38, struck out 45. And he gave up just 2 home runs all of last season. He gave up a solo shot in the first half of the first inning in this contest. Pitch goes foul in the Highland dugout. Count evens out at 2-2 on Trey McDaniel. Casey Garner, the top of the Cloud lineup in the on-deck circle. Fly ball. They're going to get out there to left field. That will be a single to left. Third hit for the Cloud County Thunderbirds so far in the contest.
Center fielder number 1, Casey Garner.
First leadoff batter they've had off in the game. So Casey Garner, who grounded back to the pitcher in the top of the inning, top of the first, will be at the plate. Foul ball at the plate. McDaniel at first base has yet to attempt a stolen bag this year. They're going to send him on down on a balk. Or nope, going to come back. First thought it was a wild pitch, but the ball was fouled at the plate by Garner. Garner, again, a redshirt freshman out of Eureka, Kansas, batting .400. High upstairs. That one will get the runner to second base. That went off the glove of the catcher, so that will be a pass ball and not a wild pitch. So Cloud County with a runner in scoring position with nobody down here in the top of the second. Off of the fifth, foul back and out of play. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Throw down to third base is not going to be in time. And that'll go down as a wild pitch. I want to give a shout out to Phil Nichols watching us from Fargo, North Dakota. Also Master Wright. He said, look out on the hill in right field. I miss playing, ha ha ha. Foul ball left-hand side will curve foul and get well out of play. That pitch in there for a strike. Strikeout. First strikeout by Jace Burdett this afternoon.
Now batting for the Teepers, the left fielder, number 7. Matt Bondarchuk.
And that'll bring up back Matt Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk grounded out to the first baseman unassisted back in the first inning. Cloud County with an insurance run at third base. Has a fastball, misses down low and outside. 1 out in the inning. We're in the top of the second. Cloud put 2 on the board in the top half of the first. Highland was shut out in their bottom half. Fastball off the fifth, out to the left. Left fielder retreats, makes the catch, and that'll be deep enough to score the run. Cloud County goes up 3-0.
Now batting number 20, Torrin Langley.
Jake Hansen out in left field this afternoon for the Scotties as Torrin Langley now steps in. Langley's in a solo shot over the left field wall last time up. And he picked up his first home run of the year. Picked up his first RBI of the year also. That ball blown past him. 0-1 from Burdett. Breaking ball, lifted up. The wind is going to help carry it out in the center field. The catch is made, and that'll retire the side. Cloud leaves the bases empty. They get one on the board here in the third. Or second, excuse me. We go to the bottom of 2. It's the Thunderbirds 3, the Scotties 0. Want to give a shout out to Trish Hall watching us from Australia. That's Mitch Austin's mom. She's been following us this afternoon. John Steiger threw 22 pitches in the first inning.
Now batting for the Scotties, number 22, Jacob Hansen.
So Jake Hansen will lead us off. He's the number 5 batter in the Highland lineup this afternoon. Starting left fielder Jake, the 6'3", 205-pound sophomore out of Shawnee, Kansas. Batting .250 on the year, 4 at-bats, 2 runs on 1 hit. No RBIs so far this year. 2 walks and a strikeout in the game against Ottawa. John Steiger on the hill is not giving up a hit so far in the contest. He's walked 1, struck out 1. And the big sweeping breaking ball drives down too low. Count goes to 2-1. Fastball, this is down low. 3-1. Brady Miller in the on-deck circle, Highland third baseman. Cloud's trying to take the sun away momentarily, but supposed to be a very good afternoon. Fastball drives the letters. The count now goes full, 3-2. Temperature in the south-southwest at 14 miles an hour, blowing out the left. Foul ball right back to the screen. And the count will remain full on Jake Hansen. Gabe Jacobo is watching us from Colorado Springs, Colorado. He says go Thunderbirds. Heather Vanyo giving a shout out to Tony Nichols, his mom, watching the Scotties from that pitch. Foul back. The count now goes to full at 3-2. Steiger gets the sign he wants from the catcher and finally comes to an agreement. We got time called at the plate. Steiger and Chauncey took a little too much time, and Jake asked for time, and he got it. And we're back to action here at 3-2. Payoff pitch, fastball taken right back out the center. Good hard hit by Jake Hansen. So the no-hitter is over for both pitchers, and that'll bring Brady Miller up to the plate. Brady, a 5'10", 180-pound sophomore, Williston, North Dakota, batting .250 on the year. Brady's been to the plate 4 times. He's got 1 run on 1 hit. No RBIs, a walk, and gets a strikeout this season. Brady batting in the 7th spot. Correct him about in the 6th spot. First pitch is in there for a strike. Takes a long look down at head coach Daniel Doolin at third. Steiger checks the runner at first. Now comes to the plate. Breaking ball. Caught the top shelf, says the home plate umpire. Count gets to 0-2 now. Jake Hansen at first. It's 1 for 1. Stolen bases. Strike 3 got him looking. Second strikeout of the ball game for John Steiger. And that'll bring up number 10, Tanner Dungan, the center fielder. Tanner, 6'3", 375-pound sophomore out of Omaha, Nebraska. He's been to the plate twice this year. He's got 2 runs on no hits, 1 RBI. He's walked twice and has yet to strike out. Pitch upstairs and bluffs the bunt to bring their third baseman in. Sean O'Neill. Ground ball. Second baseman makes a tag at second, gets Hansen. So that'll go down as a fielder's choice on 4 unassisted.
Now batting for the Scotties, the catcher, number 4.
They're now 2 down. So Josh Grubauer, 5'10", 170-pound sophomore out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, batting .250, will come to the plate. Josh, today's catcher for the Scotties. 4 at-bats, 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 double, 1 RBI on the year, no walks, and 1 K hung on him so far this year. Batting in number 8 spot. Throw to first base. Hansen goes back in standing up. Second, 2, no strike, foul ball back. Count even goes now. Count goes to 2-1. Solve that little problem on the chat side. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Hansen will go down to second base. Lady Scotties are up on Tonkawa 7-4 in the bottom of the second inning down in Tonkawa, Oklahoma. 3-1 to count now to the Highland catcher, Josh Grubauer. Time called at the plate. Taking some time getting through the second inning here. We've had quite a few pitches thrown. Tiger now up to 36 pitches. Walks him there. Second walk given up by Mr. Steiger.
Now batting for the Scotties, the shortstop, number 3.
And now the Scotties have got runner in scoring position. First and second with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, number 3, Adam Miner. Miner had an outstanding day against Ottawa. Adam, the 5'7", 165-pound freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska, batting .750. He had 4 at-bats, 3 runs on 3 hits, a double, a triple, 4 runs batted in his first game as a Highland Scotty. Adam also walked and stole a base Tuesday. Pitch misses outside. Oh, Jimmy caught the outside corner. Foul ball back and out of play. Checking Clouds County stats, they are not able to stream right at the moment, so we'll keep looking at the Highland stats. Check out the live stats on your screen, right hand side of your, over on the chat log. County now goes 2-2 on the number 9 batter in the Highland lineup, Adam Miner. And Steiger does not want to throw a ball here and go to full count. Foul ball right hand side as Miner defends the strike zone. Again, the Scotties 1-0 on the season. Cloud County comes in at 1-2 after a 3-game series against Fort Scott. Scotties picked up their first win Tuesday ever against Ottawa's JV, and that ball hits him. Ball 4, the bases are loaded. First hit batter by John Steiger, his 3rd hit batsman of the season. And now the Scotties have the bases loaded with 2 down. And the top of the lineup coming to the plate, and Keyshawn Brown.
The right fielder, number 16, Keyshawn Brown.
Keyshawn, again, a freshman out of Ozaki, Kansas, batting .500. He's got 1 RBI on the year. Fly down to the second baseman to start off the bottom of the first. And the pitch count on John Steiger has now reached 47. Fly ball left field. Left fielder will come in and make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Scotties leave them loaded, but they fail to score in the bottom of 2. We go top of 3. It's Cloud County 3, Highland 0. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. So Jace Burdett returns to the hill for the top of the 3rd inning. He's thrown 49 pitches through 2 innings of work. And he's going to face the heart of the Cloud County lineup in Jacob Grady, Ron Kolakowski, and Colton Meyer. Brady, sophomore out of Omaha, batting $154. Single to center last time up. Takes the first offering from Burdett for ball. Bunt down, 3rd baseman. Brady Miller will have to handle it. Quick throw to first base, not in time. And that'll go down as an infield single. Fifth hit of the contest for the T-Birds.
Number 36, Ryan Kolakowski.
And Ryan Kolakowski will now come to the plate. Freshman out of Grand Island, Nebraska, batting .222. Kolakowski is the DH this afternoon. He singled to right last time up, as Highland had an infield shift on him, and he stroked it right into the hole. Ball gets away. They throw down to second base. And he is safe. Highland thought they had him, but Jacob Grady got under the tag. Nice strong throw by Gruball. Down to second, but just not in time. So Kolakowski with a 1-ball, no strike count. Ball goes to third base, and he is in there safely. The throw was to the left-hand side of the bag. Pitch was taken for a strike. Count now goes to 1-1. Fastball taken right out to the left. That's going to go off the left fielder's glove, get into the gap. 1 run scores, and Kolakowski will go in with a single. He'll move to second base as the ball got away from the left fielder. Hit number 6 now for the T-Birds. They lead it now by the count of 4-0. That'll bring up number 9, Colton Meyer. Meyer, sophomore out of Bennett, Nebraska, batting .300. Picked up the first walk from Jace Burdett this afternoon. He swing and misses on a fastball on the inside half of the plate. I want to give a shout out to Cole Hydges' mom, who's watching us this afternoon. Mom and Angie are watching us, she says. Burdett green to the plate. Slider broke down and away and could not find the plate. Count goes to 1-1. Back-to-back hits to lead off the top of the third for Cloud County have resulted in 1 run so far. Count now goes to 2-1. Cloud picked up 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Scotties have yet to put a number on the bottom half of the big blue scoreboard on the left. Fastball popped him up. Mitch Austin will call for it. Nope, here comes the shortstop. Miner comes in, makes the catch for the out, and there's 1 down.
Now batting for the T-Birds, the shortstop, number 15, Gabriel Jacobo.
And that'll bring up Gabriel Jacobo, the shortstop. Gabriel, again a sophomore out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, batting .500 on the year. Reached on an error by Miner at short in the first inning. Fastball, ground ball to the second baseman. Austin checks the runner at second, throws to first base, and gets the out. Nice job of Mitch to look the runner back before throwing to the first base bag.
Now batting the catcher, number 32, Jose Chassin.
Jose Chassin, a sophomore out of Magiquez, I believe that is, out of Venezuela. He grounded out to second base to end the Clouds first. Popped him up. Center fielder will come in and make the catch for the play, and that'll retire the side. Cloud leaves 1 on the base path, but they get 1 on the board here in the top of the third. We go to bottom of 3. It's the T-Birds 4, the Scotties 0. Duo for Highland in the bottom of 3. Mitch Austin, Wyatt Nowak, and Mason Nagel. Shout out to Matthew Banks watching us this afternoon. Glad to have all of you tuned in this afternoon to the Sky Sports Network. Cloud with 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Highland with no runs on 1 hit, 1 error in the ballgame. John Steiger returns to the hill after throwing 49 pitches through 2 innings of work.
Leading off for the Scotties, second baseman, number 15, Mitch Austin.
So Mitch Austin, the Scotty second baseman, will lead this off. Mitch, sophomore out of Sydney, Australia, batting .500, flight out to the left. First time in the ballgame. Back in the first inning. Mitch with 2 hits and 5 at-bats this year with 1 RBI, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Ground ball right back up where it came from. So Mitch gets the Highland's second hit of the contest.
Now batting for the Scotties, the designated hitter, number 30, Wyatt Nowak.
That'll bring up Wyatt Nowak, the DH. Wyatt, the sophomore out of Kearney, Missouri, batting .250 on the year. Picked up his first walk of the season. Back in the first inning. Fly ball, right hand side. That's going to curve and get foul out of play. Nowak batted .291 a year ago. He had 13 walks and 25 strikeouts as a freshman. Count now goes to 2-1 on the number 3 batter in the Highland lineup, Wyatt Nowak. Mitch Austin at first base. Mitch again yet to attempt a stolen base on the year. Pitch high and outside, 3-1. Pitch low away, ball 4. Third walk of the ball game given up by John Steiger. And that'll bring up number 12, Mason Nagel, the third baseman.
Mason Nagel.
Mason, a redshirt freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri, went down swinging back in the first inning to end the Highland first. Picking up his second strikeout as a Highland Scotty. We have a brief conference on the hill as Highland has started the third off with a single to the center and a walk. So the conference is over and we're back to baseball. Breaking ball misses outside. Count starts 1-1. .69 degrees now here at game time. Feels like 69, says weather.com. Wind out of the southwest at 16 miles an hour, blowing out the left. Popped him up, left-hand side. Third baseman calls for it. In fair territory, we'll squeeze it. Runner will have to hold. So Scotty's now with 1 down and runners at first and second. As they trail Cloud County 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. Now I'll bring up Jake Hansen, the left fielder. Jake, sophomore out of Shawnee, Kansas, batting .250. Led the bottom of the second off with a single to left, but was stranded on a base pass. Highland has not had a runner get past second base so far in the contest. Fastball, lettered for a strike. Jake batted $171 as a freshman, with 11 runs scored on 13 hits, 3 doubles, and 3 homers. 1-1 count to him right now. Steiger wants the catcher to go through the signals a second time and checks the rudder, and here's the pitch. Pitch misses inside. Ball 2. Fastball, outside corners there for a strike. Caught just enough of the paint to be called, and count evens at 2-2. Mitch Austin at second base. Wyatt Nowak stands at first, and that was in there for a strike. Got him looking. Third strikeout of the ball game for John Steiger.
He's the third baseman, number 7, Brady Miller.
That'll bring up number 7, Brady Miller, sophomore out of Williston, North Dakota, batting .250. Brady, strikeout victim number 2 of John Steiger in the contest, went down looking in the second. Sent the fly ball out to right. The catch is made, and that retires the side. Scotties leave 2 on. Again, they fail to score. We go to top of 4. It's Cloud County 4, Highland 0. I'll be back in just a second. Lady Scotties have been tied up with Northern Oklahoma Tonkawa down Tonkawa this afternoon. Bottom of the third, it's tied at 8-8. You can follow Lady Scotty action on the Highland College website at scottyathletics.com. Cloud County with 4 runs on 6 hits so far in the contest, no errors. Highland with no runs on 2 hits, 1 error.
Number 25, Trey McDaniel.
Trey McDaniel, the right fielder, will lead us off here in the top of 4. He singled to left last time up back in the second inning to start the inning. He's a freshman out of Junction City, Kansas, batting 1,000 on the year. He's got 2 hits and 2 at-bats so far with 2 RBIs. Fly ball out to left center. Catch is made out there. And there's one down.
Now batting number
Tanner Duggan patrolling out in center, and Jake Hansen out in the left. Keyshawn Brown is out in right this afternoon for the Scotties. Top of the lineup now at the plate, and Casey Garner. Garner is 0 for 2. Strikeout looking and a ground out to the pitcher. First pitch from Jace Burdette's in there for a strike. Breaking ball from Burdette, gets low and away, and count now goes to 1-2. Jason's thrown 63 pitches through 3 innings of work. Strike on the inside corner and got him looking. Second strikeout of the ball game for Jace Burdette.
Now batting number 7, Matt Bondachuk.
That'll bring up Matt Bondachuk, excuse me. Freshman out of Edmond, Alberta, Canada. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. He grounded out to the first baseman unassisted in the first and flied out to left in the second. Sends the first Burdette offering down the left-hand side, but foul. That pitch misses down low, and the count evens at 1-1. Strike in there for caught the inside corner. Now the count goes to 1-2. Lady Scotties have fallen behind Tonka, Oklahoma 10-8 going into the top of the 4th. Tonka Division I program, Highland playing NJCAA Division II this year. So 1-2 count from Jace Burdette to the left fielder for Cloud County, Matt Bondachuk. That one just misses the corner, and the count evens out at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, top of the 4th. You're heading for 7 here in the first of 2 this afternoon from the Highland Community Ballpark in Highland, Kansas. Swinging a miss, they got him. Back-to-back strikeouts by Jace Burdette. Jace with his 3rd strikeout of the contest. Then we go to bottom of 4. It's Cloud County 4, Highland 0. Due up for Highland, Tanner Duncan, Josh Gruball, and Adam Miner, 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Scotty lineup. I guess I can't figure out though. I mean, I got the pitch count, but I'm trying to find where it's balls and strikes that he's thrown.
Those will light up.
Yeah, but that's for the batter. I mean the pitch count for the pitcher. The number of balls and strikes thrown by the pitcher.
Yeah. Right.
Says there's total
pitch count.
Pitch count, but it doesn't break it down any farther than that.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I was just curious about.
Okay.
So, all right, we're good. All right, we're good. Tanner Duncan will lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. The Scottish Trail, Cloud County, 4-0. Tanner reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. Bo is left on the base pass. Fastball ripped left and out of play. John Steiger has thrown 64 pitches through 3 innings of work. He's allowed no runs on 2 hits so far in the contest. Big lollipop curve stayed upstairs. That pitch misses the strike zone. Count now goes 3-1. Fastball, ball 4. So the Scotties with another leadoff batter on That is the third straight inning that the Scotties have got their leadoff batter on the base paths.
Josh Grubauer.
Fourth walk given up by John Steiger in the contest, as Josh Grubauer will come to the plate. Josh walked back in the second inning, picking up his first walk as the Highland Scotty. Sophomore transfer out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, batting .250. Grubauer batting number 8 spot. Tanner Duncan stands at first base after the leadoff walk. Fastball swung under that one. Strike 2. Adam Miner in the on-deck circle for the Scotties. Foul ball back. Breaking ball stayed upstairs. Now the count goes to 1-2. Again, coming up on Saturday, these two teams will play out at Concordia, starting at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. 2 7-inning contests. Fastball stayed upstairs. Scotty baseball will be at Emporia State on Tuesday, February the 21st for a doubleheader. 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock are the starting times down in Emporia. Women's and men's track and field teams get in action this weekend. Popped up on the infield. First baseman drifting over, make the catch. There's one down. Region 6 Indoor Track and Field Championship from Pittsburgh State University on Friday and Saturday. Multi-events begin on Friday with the full track meet going on all day Saturday. Be sure to check out the Highland website at scottyathletics.com for live results. Adam Miner at the plate to shortstop. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Hit the ball out to right center. Center fielder will track in on it. They'll quickly throw back to first base, and they double up Tanner Duncan. So Cloud County gets out of the inning on the 7-3, or make that the 9-3 put out. Double play, retires the side. We go to top of 5. It's the T-Birds 4, the Scotty 0.
Ese 4 se ve bien. Me gusta.
Due up for the Thunderbirds here in the top of the 5th will be Torin Langley, Jacob Grady, and Ryan Krolikowski, the 3, 4, and 5 batters in their lineup. Thunderbirds again with 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Scotty with no runs on 2 hits, 1 error. As Jace get the ball. Again, Jace a year ago had an ERA of 9.14 and a 5-2 record for the Scotties as a freshman. There's another breaking ball, misses down low. Count goes 2-0. Burdett with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts so far in the contest. He's given up 4 runs on 6 hits to my count. Count now goes to 3-0 on Torin Langley. Held up, let it go on the inside, ball 4. So the second walk of the contest given up by Jace Burdett. And Jacob Grady now steps to the plate. Grady with 2 singles, single to center and an infield single. 1 in the first and 1 in the third. As we're having a conversation on the hill for the Scotties. Burdett has now thrown 73 pitches through an inning. Make that 4 innings of work.
Now batting number 4, Jacob Grady.
So Jacob Grady will step in, the second baseman. He's now got 4 hits and 15 at-bats. Hard hit ball, left field. Left fielder going back, and that baby's out of here. A 2-run shot over the left field wall. And the Scotties trail it 6-0. So Jacob Grady now 3 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a 2-run homer. And we're going to look to the Highland bullpen on the left-hand side, and we may have a pitching change. We have a right-hander working down the left field line, and we are going to have a right-hander working. We have a pitching change. Jace Burdett leaves the hill after giving up 6 runs on 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And he did not hit a batter. And now on the hill for the Scotties, number 13, Damian Vila. Damian's a 5'9", 220-pound right-hander, redshirt sophomore out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Now pitching for the Scotties.
ERA of 0.00. This is his second appearance on the hill. He worked 1 inning of work against Ottawa the other day. Allowed no runs on 1 hit. He walked none, struck out 2. And he's going to inherit a set of empty bases after the 2-run homer by Jacob Grady. Still in the top of the 5th, Northern Oklahoma Tonkawa leads the Lady Scotties softball team by a count of 10-8. Other games today around the Jayhawk Conference. Bethany JV is at 5-1. Allen, Crowder, Missouri is at 4-4. Independence. And this game here, the only other action in town around the state of Kansas.
Now batting number 36, Ryan Krolikowski.
So Ryan Krolikowski will step in. He's 2 for 2 in the contest with a single to right and a single to left, 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Krolikowski, a freshman out of Grand Island. That ball is hit hard and hit deep, and that one gets out of here. Back-to-back home runs given up by the Highland Scotty pitching staff. And it's now 7-0. So Cloud County with a 3 spot on the board here, and Highland yet to get an out in the top of the 5th. As Colton Meyer, the first baseman, will step in. Meyer walked in the first and flied out to the shortstop in the third. Came into the contest batting .300. No action in the Highland bullpen and no action in the Cloud County bullpen at this time. First pitch from Vila down in the dirt for ball 1. Popped him up. Minor at short will circle under it and squeeze it for the out. Then there's finally 2 down. Make that 1 down. And that'll bring up Gabriel Jacobo.
Gabriel Jacobo.
Jacobo reached on an error in the first and ground out the second and the third. Came into the contest batting .500. Sophomore out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Has an on-base percentage of .625 this year. And again, if you're watching this afternoon, I'd like to have a shout out. Let me know who you are and where you are on the right-hand side of your screen. Count will go to 1-1 now. Cloud County is typing on Facebook. Follow them along with CCCC Sports as they are providing Twitter updates. Also Highland Athletics at HCC Scotties are providing Twitter updates if you can't follow the game along. Jacobo evens the count out at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on for the Thunderbirds. They've got 3 runs here in the inning on 2 homers and a walk. Fastball got off the end of the bat. Minor comes in and makes the catch from short. Back-to-back putouts by the Highland shortstop. And now there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jose Shashin. Shashin 0 for 2 in the contest. Grounded out the second to end the first. Flied out the center to end the third. Came in batting 0 on the year. 4 at-bats. He's now got 6 on the season. 1 run on, no hits. 2 strikeouts, and he was hit by a pitch against Fort Scott in their first 3 ball games of the year. Fastball, take it right back where it came from. That one was right down Broadway, and now the Thunderbirds have 9 hits in the contest to my count. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, Trey McDaniel. McDaniel, the right fielder, 1 for 2 in the contest. He led off the second with a single to left and led off the fourth with a fly out to center. Vila on the hill, delivers. Fastball inside corners for a strike. Jose Shashin at first base has not attempted a stolen bag according to the stats off the National Conference website. That pitch misses down inside. Nice job at the plate by Josh Grubal. Keep the ball in front of him and keep the runner at first. Be sure to check out the college or the conference website at kjccc.org for schedules, scores, and stats and standings around the Jayhawk Conference. Follow Highland along at scottyathletics.com on their very nice website. Tyler Nordman and Allison Cole have done a great job with that. Find out just about anything you want to know about Highland Athletics at scottyathletics.com this year. Vila checks the runner at first. Now come to the plate. Fastball, ground ball left-hand side. Gets past Brady Miller at third. Ball gets away from the left fielder. The runner will go to third on the play, go into second at the play. That'll go down as a single and then a fielding error.
Now batting number 1, Casey Garner.
T-Birds now with 10 hits in the contest. Casey Garner down at the plate. Garner's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Both these strikeouts have been looking. Fly ball left side, that's going to fall in there. That'll go down the left field line. That'll score 1, that'll score 2. Gets away in the corner. Garner will hold up at second base with a stand-up double. And the wheels are starting to come off the wagon for the Scotties here in the 5th as they've given 5 up and have 2 outs in the inning. And the 9th batter to come to the plate, Matt Bondarchuk comes to the plate. Bondarchuk 0 for 3. Grounded out to the first baseman in the first, flied out to the left of the second, and then ended the 4th with a strikeout swinging. It's down in the dirt. Runner will go to third. Wild pitch by Damian Vila, his first wild pitch of the season. Cloud with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 5 here in the 5th. Are leading the Scotties 9-0. Got time called on the play. As Grubauer goes out to chalk to his pitcher, Damian Vila. Foul ball left-hand side. Count now goes to 2-1. Lee Scotty softball will continue their play at Oklahoma as they'll play a doubleheader today. Ground ball foul. They'll play a doubleheader today at Tonkawa. They're currently in game number 1 down there, trailing at 10-8. Last time I looked in the 5th inning. They'll continue as they'll play 4 or 5 ball games in that tournament before heading home. Fly ball deep right center. Center fielder comes in, squeezes for the out, and that retires the side. Cloud puts 5 on the board, sending 9 batters to the plate here in the 5th. We go to bottom of 5. It's Cloud County 9, Highland 0. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Due up for the Scotties will be the top of the lineup in Keyshawn Brown, Mitch Austin, and Wyatt Nowak. John Steiger has gone the distance so far in the contest, giving up no runs on 2 hits to my count. He's walked 4 and struck out 3 and hit 1 through 4 innings of work. Keyshawn steps in, the right fielder, 0 for 2 in the contest. He flied out to the second baseman to start the first, and flied out to left to end the second. Takes the first offering from John Steiger out of Leon, Kansas for a strike. Foul ball left-hand side. Cloud and Highland are both members of the Jayhawk Conference. Cloud's out in the Western Division. Highland's in the Eastern Division. Both of them finished last in their divisions a year ago and did not make the playoffs. There's a high curveball stayed upstairs, 1-2. Another breaking ball goes foul down the third base side. Count remains 1-2 on the Scotty right fielder, Keyshawn Brown. Got 60 of you watching us right now. Glad to have you tuned in to the Sky Sports Network this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast. And strike three got him. Strikeout number 4 for John Steiger.
Mitch Austin.
And that'll bring up Mitch Austin, this guy's second baseman. Mitch 1 for 2 in the contest. Fly out the left in the first and started off the third with a single to center, but got left on the base pass. Let that one go by for a ball. Steiger now has reached the 80 pitch count in 4 1/3 innings of work. Three balls and no strikes on Mitch Austin, sophomore out of Sydney, Australia. Fastball. Strike. Nope, I'm not going to say anything. Foul ball right, left-hand side. Most umpires have a sweet spot, and this gentleman here is over the outside corner about letter level. So you have to work around the sweet spot when you're batting. That's for John Steiger. That is strikeout number 5 this afternoon.
Now batting for the Scotties.
That'll bring up Wyatt Nowak.
Wyatt Nowak.
Wyatt, the DH, has walked twice in the contest, once in the first and once in the third. Sophomore out of Kearney, Missouri, came in batting .250 on the year. Pitch on the inside corner with a breaking ball for a strike. Didn't say he wasn't consistent, Matthew. I just said that he's got a sweet spot. Fly ball right hand side. It'll go off the top of the fence, get down into the Cloud County bullpen. Got a lefty warming up down in Cloud County's bullpen right now. Pitch on the outside. Sweet spot today happens to be on the left-hand corner of this plate. 1-2 to count. 2 out, nobody on. That ball down in the dirt, 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Scotty's trailing at 9-0. And yeah, Tyler, that's one thing I do not see on your scoreboard on your screen is what inning we are in. May have to add that somewhere. Fastball, take it right back out. It's soft, it's going to get to the gap. Nope, it's caught by the second. Nope, it's in there for a single. First off, I thought he came back and caught it, but he didn't. So Scotty's alive with a 2-out single. And just the third hit of the ball game off of John Steiger. Mason Nagel now will step in, the Scotty first baseman. Mason's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Went down swinging to end the first and flied out to the third baseman back in the third. Steiger comes set, now throws the pitch low and away. Wyatt Nowak at first base at 6'1", 235-pounder. Wyatt's not really a threat to go anywhere. Cloud holding him on, but not right at the bag. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Steiger will take it to first base and underhanded for the out. And that'll end the inning. We go to top of 6. It's Cloud County 9, Highland 0. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Due up for Cloud County in the 6th inning will be Torrin Langley, Jacob Grady, and Ryan Krolikowski, the 3, 4, and 5 batters in their lineup. Facing Damian Vila, working his first full inning of work. Damian's given up 3 runs on 4 hits. He's yet to walk a batter, yet to strike out a batter. He's given up a solo home run on 19 pitches of work. He replaced Jace Burdett, who went the first 4 innings. Burdett gave up 6 runs, 5 of them were earned on 7 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 3 and gave up a pair of homers. A solo shot and a 2-run dinger.
Leading up the top of the 6th, number 20, Torrin Langley. Now batting, number 4, Jacob Grady.
Jacob Grady now at the plate. Grady 3 for 3. Homer and 2 singles. He flies out to right. So Vila quickly with 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 36, Ryan
Brings
Krolikowski.
Ryan Krolikowski steps in. Krolikowski also 3 for 3 on the day. Single to right, single to left, and a solo homer in the 5th. Krolikowski, a freshman out of Grand Island, Nebraska, came into the contest batting .222. Time was called to the plate as he readjusts the shin protector. And Vila delivers the 0-2. Strike 3, got him looking. They'll have to throw down to first base to get the out. And they do. Now retires the side. Cloud County goes in order for the 2nd time of the contest. We go to bottom of 6. It's the T-Birds 9, the Scotty 0. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Lady Scotties trail Northern Oklahoma Tonkawa 10-9 in the top of the 6th inning down in Tonkawa, Oklahoma. Lady Scotties have pounded out 17 hits in that contest. Tonkawa's got 10 runs on 15 hits according to the live stats out of the Highland dugout way down yonder. And a new pitcher on the hill for the Thunderbirds is number 24, Kobe Spicer. Spicer's a 5'10", 180-pound freshman out of Hickman, Nebraska, seeing his first action as a Thunderbird this year. He'll replace John Steiger, who went the first 5 innings. Steiger gave up no runs on 3 hits to my count, struck out 5, and walked 4 had he hit 1. He's going to face
the left fielder, number 22, Jacob
Spicer is going to face Jake Hansen, Brady Miller, and Tanner Dungan. Jake Hansen at the plate. Jake's 1 for 2. Led off the second with a single to center and struck out looking in the third. In 2 pilgrimages to the plate. Takes the first pitch, skies at deep center field. Center fielder circles underneath of it. Won't catch the lazy fly ball for the out. There's 1 down. And that'll bring up Brady Miller. Brady, again, a sophomore out of Williston, North Dakota. Batting .250 on the season, 0 for 2. Went down looking at the second and flied out to right in the third. First offering upstairs from Kobe Spicer. Again, Spicer, the second pitcher of record here in the contest for Cloud County. Ground ball, third base. Got it. Crow hop across the diamond. For the out, they make a tag, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Tanner Dungan. Tanner's 0 for 1. The fielder's choice to second. Led off the 4th inning with a walk. Dungan, a sophomore out of Omaha. Yet to pick up a hit this year. Foul ball, left-hand side. Josh Gruball in the on-deck circle. Should Dungan get on board? 2 down. Nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. Heading for 7 with a 9-0 lead in favor of Cloud County. That'll take care of that kind of comment. Ground ball at the middle. Second baseman has it off of a odd hop, and Dungan is in there safely on the infield single. Scotties pick up their 4th hit of the contest.
Now batting for the Scotties, number 14, Josh Grubauer.
Josh Grubauer at the plate, the catcher. Josh walked in the second and then grounded out or flew out to the first base in the first. And a ball scalded 1 past the third baseman on a nice diving attempt. But the Scotties, with back-to-back hits, have something going here in the bottom of the 6th. Adam Miner now at the plate. Adam was hit by a pitch in the second, then hit into a 7-3 double play to end the Scotty 4th. Breaking ball misses down low. Tanner Dungan at first on an infield single. Josh Grubauer stands at, or Tanner Dungan, excuse me, down at second. Josh Grubauer stands at first on a single to left. And a pitch, fastball, in there for a strike. Fly ball, right-hand side. That will get just foul and out of play. Lady Scotties had the bases loaded in the top of the 6th. They trail Tonko, Oklahoma, by the count of 9-10 in game 1 of their doubleheader today. Lady Scotty starting their season off ranked 12th or 13th in the nation in the NJCAA Softball Division II preseason poll. Off-speed pitch came in. Minor fouled it back. Adam batting in number 9 hole. Highland shortstop this year. Freshman out of Omaha. Again, had an outstanding game against Ottawa's JV on Tuesday with 3 runs on 3 hits, a double and a triple, and 4 RBIs. In his first game at the Highland Scotty, that pitch down low. Nice stop by number 18, Tucker Catlett, who's behind the plate now at 5'9", 175-pound freshman out of Lincoln, Nebraska, doing the catching right now. That pitch taken for a ball, and the count now goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runners will be off with the pitch. There's Adam Minor at the plate. And the payoff pitch from Kobe Spicer. All 4 bases are loaded. First walk given up by Spicer. And that is the 5th walk of the contest for the Scotties. That'll bring up the top of the Highland lineup in Keyshawn Brown.
For the Scotties, number 16, Keyshawn Brown.
Keyshawn 0 for 3. 2 flyouts, 1 to the second baseman, 1 to the left, and a strikeout swinging in the top of the fifth, or in the leadoff. Scotty took advantage of 14 walks on Tuesday against Ottawa in a 14-5 victory. Went 9 innings. Kobe Spicer starts his motion and comes to the plate. Fastball, outside corner for a strike. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Skies will have to hold up there. Again, the backstop extremely close to the plate here at the Highland Community Ballpark. A former, in fact, it is still a slow pitch facility. Field was switched around on the block back in 1985. The home plate used to be in where center field is now. That pitch misses outside. Backstop no farther than 25 feet from home plate. So stealing the plate from home is extremely difficult. A lot of runs get hung up on third base here at the community ballpark. Pitch right in there for a strike. Right at the knee, the count goes full. Runners will be off with the pitch. And a ball in the gap could empty them. Payoff pitch to Adam Minor. Low and away, ball 4. Highlands on the board. Second walk given up by Kobe Spicer. 6th walk of the ball game for Highland as Mitch Austin steps in. Mitch 1 for 3. Single to center, lead off the third. He flied out to left in the first and struck out looking in the 5th. So your score is now 9-1 in the bottom of the 6th with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Foul ball left-hand side. Austin had a pitch up around the letters. Cloud County with a right-hander warming up in their bullpen. The Highland bullpen is empty. Ground ball, first base side. First baseman will take it at the bag, and that is the inning. Highland left them loaded. We go to top of 7. It's the Thunderbirds 9. The Scotties 1. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. And a new pitcher on the hill for the Scotties is number 20, Francisco Perez. Francisco, a 5'9", 175-pound right-hander out of Herrera, Panama, seeing his first action as a Highland Scotty.
Now pitching for the Scotties, number 20, Francisco Perez.
Perez will face the lower third of the Cloud lineup in Meyer, Jacobo, and Chancine. At least those are the scheduled batters for the Thunderbirds. Don't forget, at the conclusion of this contest, we will have a game number 2 in about 20 minutes. Be sure to scroll back up on the chat side. You'll see the link for the game number 2, the live stream for game number 2. Also, you can go back to ScottyAthletics.com and find the link for the live stats. Lady Scotties have tied the ball game up in Tonkawa 10-10. And they go to the bottom of the 6th. Lady Scotties with 10 runs on 20 hits. No errors. Tonkawa with 10 runs on 15 hits. Again, you can watch that game live online through live stats out of the Highland dugout at ScottyAthletics.com. Colton Meyer, the first baseman, steps in. Meyer walked in the first, flied out to short in the third, then flied out to short in the 5th. Ground ball to the right-hand side. Mitch Austin has it over to first base for the out. There's one down. 4-3 on your put out. Gabriel Jacobo now at the plate. Now batting will be number 13. New batter at the plate.
Batting number 13, Justin Watkins.
Justin Watkins is a 5'11", 180 pounds freshman out of Topeka, Kansas. Do not have any batting stats for Justin. I've got his pitching stats though. So Gabriel Jacobo leaves the lineup after going 0 for 2. So Francisco and now at the plate,
Now
number
batting
18.
Tucker Catlett.
Tucker Catlett now steps in. Tucker has a 0-0 batting average. Yes. And there's now 2 down. So Catlett swings and misses. And the count now goes to 0-2. Perez, again, a 5'9", 175-pound right-handed freshman out of Herrera, Panama. And this is the first action on the hill for Francisco. Pitch gets away. 1-2 now. Pitch down low. Josh Grubauer still behind the plate. Two outs, 2-2 to count here in the top of the 7th. Swing and misses. Strikeout number 1 for Francisco Perez, and that ends the top half of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Scotty's down by 8. And a pitching change for Cloud County, number 17, Zach Thielen, I believe that is, Thei, out of Palestine, Texas, will now come in and pitch.
Number 17.
As he'll replace
Highland.
Kobe Spicer, who pitched the 6th. Thielen will be the 3rd pitcher of record for the Thunderbirds in the contest. Want to give a shout out to Jeffrey Whitener. Jeffrey's out of Hillsboro, Missouri. Says he's the PA announcer for the NJCA Division I Jefferson College Vikings. So hello, Jeffrey. "54 of you watching us at this time. Cloud County with 9 runs on 11 hits in the contest. Highland with a run on 5 hits, 1 error. Cloud picked up their run second. Got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 5 in the 5th. Highland picked up their lone run in the bottom of the 6th just a moment ago. Wyatt Nowak, Mason Nagel, and Jake Hansen due up here for the Scotties.
Now batting for the Scotties.
In the bottom of the 7th.
Number 30, Wyatt Nowak.
Wyatt Nowak, the DH, is 1 for 1 officially. He singled to center last time up in the 5th. He picked up a walk in the 1st and a walk in the 3rd. Wyatt came into the contest betting $250. 4 at-bats, no runs on 1 hit, 1 double, 1 RBI. And he gets hit with the first pitch. Scotties need base runners, and we got one now.
Now batting for the Scotties, the first baseman, number 12.
Second Highland Scotty to get plunked this afternoon. Mason Nagel now will step in. Mason's 0 for 3. Strikeout swinging, fly out to third, and ground out to the pitcher. Fastball off the end of the bat, foul, left-hand side. Mason with 3 walks and a strikeout. Make him now 3 walks and 2 strikeouts on the year. Fouls that pitch back to the plate. Now to play.
Come on, Nagel.
Quick check down at Tonkawa, top of the 7th. Lady Scotties are tied with Tonkawa, Oklahoma. 10-10. Again, in the top of the 7th inning as they start their season today. Beautiful afternoon right now in northeast Kansas with the temperature just above 70 degrees, I believe. A quick refresh of my screen. Weather.com says it's 71 degrees with the wind out of the southwest at 15 miles an hour. Fly ball center field. The catch is made for the out. Nowak retreats back to first. 1 down in the inning. And Jake Hansen comes to the plate.
Now batting for the Scotties,
Jake with one of the
22, Jacob Hansen.
Jake Hansen with one of the 5 Highland hits this afternoon. Picked that up leading off the 2nd inning with a single to center. He struck out looking and flied out to right the other 2 tries. Jake's a sophomore out of Shawnee, Kansas, betting $250 on the year. One on, one out, bottom of the 7th. Highland down by 8, 9-1 is the official score. As Jack Thielen on the hill in relief, number 3 pitcher to come into contest for the Thunderbirds. Right-hander warming up in the bullpen for Cloud County down the right field line. Scotties have a pitcher warmed up and ready to go down in their bullpen should the Scotties pick up a bunch of runs here and extend the ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Make that 2 balls and 1 strike, says the home plate umpire. 2-1. 2-1. 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on the batter. Jake Hansen. Jake a year ago batted a .171. Had a .329 slugging percentage. Pitch misses outside. Jacob scored 11 runs on 13 hits, 3 doubles, and 3 homers, and 21 runs batted in a year ago as a freshman. Here comes the 3-2 count. Ground ball, left-hand side. Backhanded by the shortstop. He throws to second base, but not in time. Nice effort to stop the ball going through. Highland with an infield single.
Number 7, Brady Miller.
That is the Scotty's 6th hit of the contest. So Highland now with runners at first and second with 1 down. And the third baseman, Brady Miller, comes to the plate. Brady's 0 for 3. Struck out looking in the second. Was retired on a fly out to right in the third and grounded out to the third baseman on the 6th. Hick, the first pitch he sees and jerks it hard but left and foul. So Miller, the sophomore out of Williston, North Dakota, has a no ball and 1 strike count. Coming from Jake Highland. Breaking ball gets away. The runners will advance. Going into third base is Wyatt Nowak. Going into second base is Mason Nagel. Or excuse me, Jake Hansen. But the Scotties are going to need a bunch more. Right now they need base runners. No count of 1-1 to Brady Miller. Finally with a long look at the plate, and here's the delivery. Pitch high and tight. 2-1. Game 2 will come up in 20 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. Scroll back up on the chat side, and you'll see the link for game number 2. Or you can go back to ScottyAthletics.com and find the link for the video stream, foul ball backing out of play. Link for the video stream and the live stats for game number 2. Pitch low and away. Nice stop by the catcher. Count now goes to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third for Highland here in the bottom of the 7th. As the freshman out of Palestine, Texas, peers in, Jack Highland. Off to the 5th, skied up in the air down the third base line. That's in foul territory, and they'll run out of room as it gets into the batting cages down the left field side. Not a lot of foul lines down here at the community ballpark once you get farther toward the foul poles. In fact, there's no room at the foul pole in the left field corner and about 5 feet of foul territory at the right field foul pole. Wind still has the big flag in center stretched out tight. Wind coming off of the Kessinger Field football field up above and right. Highland, he just hasn't got it in fair territory yet. Between Brady Miller and Jack Highland. Foul ball. That scatters a few Scotties out of the dugout. Finally has now thrown 11 pitches since coming in the start of this inning. First battery, Nowak got a fly out to center by Mason Nagel and had an infield single by Jake Hansen. And ball four, the bases are loaded now. Scotty's now with their sixth, or like that, the seventh walk given up by the Cloud County pitching staff as the bases loaded with one down. And we're going to have a slow walk to the mound for Cloud County. And again, the first pitch from Highland is down away. Ball pops up in the air. Nowak's got to get back to third. Cause I don't care. It gets away from the catcher. I don't think Wyatt can make it to the plate. Fastball dripped to the right-hand side. Goes right off of the heel of Brady Miller. So that's an out. The runners will go back to the respective bases. And Tanner Duncan. So now there's two down with the bases loaded. Wyatt Nowak stands at third. Jake Hansen is at second. Tanner Duncan is at first. And Josh Grubauer at the plate. Josh had a single to left back in the sixth, flied out to the first baseman in the fourth, and walked in the second. First pitch way outside. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Let that one go by. Wyatt Nowak keeps popping off of third base like he wants to head for home, and he's not the run that Highland needs. The run Highland needs is still in the dugout. Picked off here with 2 outs. And the base is loaded. Count now goes to 2. Josh Grubauer. That pitch taken for a strike at the belt, to chest level, 2-1. For a strike, and the count now goes full. 3-2. 2 outs. The runners now will be off with the pitch. A long look at the plate, and here's the clue. There goes the runners upstairs, ball 4, and walk in another run. Walk number 8 for the Scotties in the contest. And Adam Miner, the shortstop, now comes to the plate.
Number 3, Adam Miner.
Adam was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Hit into a 7-3 double play to end the fourth. Then he reached on a walk in the sixth. Taking all the way for a strike at the belt. 9-2 your score. We're in the bottom of the seventh. Highland with 1 run across here with 2 outs. Line drive right back up the gut. 1 run scores. They're going to hold the runners up. And an RBI single to center by Adam Miner. Keeps the game a-going. Scotty's now with 7 hits to my count in the contest. Top of the lineup in Keyshawn Brown now comes to the plate. Keyshawn's been to the bases this afternoon on a walk. He struck out swinging and has 2 flyouts to go along with that. Low and away, ball 1. So officially Keyshawn Brown is 0 for 3. Keyshawn, a 6'5", 960-pound freshman out of Ozaki, Kansas. Came into the contest batting .500 on the year. 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 RBI. That he got against Ottawa's junior varsity on Tuesday. 9-3 near score. Scotty's down by 6. Again, the tying run still inside the Highland dugout this time. 3-0. And Jack Highland cannot find a plate now. Taking all the way, and that hit him.
Mitch Austin.
Afternoon. The young man's back. For Scott earlier this season. No earned runs on no hits. He struck out 1. And he is the 4th Cloud County pitcher to come into the ballgame. He's going to inherit the bases loaded with 2 outs and a 6-run lead. Yes, we apologize for the looking through the backstop. We've thought about cutting a hole in it and sticking the camera through the hole, but we haven't quite got that one done yet.
Now batting for the Scotties, number 15,
and
Mitch Austin.
We apologize for the screen starting to hold up or freeze up on you. Mitch Austin, the number 9 batter to come to the plate here in the 7th inning for the Scotties. Mitch with 1 for 4 this afternoon with a single to center back in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch at the letters or for the belt for a strike. 9-4 Scotties. Now have the tying run in the on-deck circle. So the tying run has gotten out of the dugout. Grubauer at 3rd, Minor at 2nd, and Brown at 1st for the Scotties. That pitch low and away, and the count goes to 2-1. Highland with 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 7th. They got 1 in the 6th. Cloud County got 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. And put a 5 spot on the board, the 5th. Fly ball left field. Well hit, but going back and making the catch is the left fielder, and that's your ball game. Scotties leave them loaded, and they lose game number 1 by the count of 9-4 to Cloud County. Your official total in the contest. Cloud County with 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Highland with 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for the Scotties. Jace Burdett will take the loss for the Cloud County Thunderbirds. Grady had 3 hits, 3 runs, and 4 at-bats, 2 RBIs. Krokowski was at fourth plate 4 times, 1 run on 3 hits, and 2 RBIs. For the Scotties, Mitch Austin, Wyatt Nowak was 1 for 1 from the plate this afternoon with 1 run and on 2 base on balls. Go on the link on your right, scroll back up, and you'll find the link for game number 2, which will come up to you in about 20 minutes. Go to the ScottyAthletics.com for the link for the live stats for game number 2. Again, final score from game number 1. It was the Thunderbirds 9, the Scotties 4. We'll be back in 20 minutes.